Can you believe if I tell you that your own smile can get you killed? It can get you in trouble that you cannot even return from. Today's story is based on that. So today's story is about a bus driver who was burned alive. He was 29-year-old Manmeet Ali Sher, also known as Manmeet Sharma, a handsome guy with a very innocent smile. As one his nature, we can see his picture here. He has a whole career ahead of him and he was burned alive. What happened in a story that took such a horrible turn? There's two main characters here in the story. First, I already told you Manmeet Sharma, aka Manmeet Ali Sher, and 48-year-old Anthony Mark Edward O'Donoghue. We'll take a time and explain this story. Let's start. Now, this story revolves around October of 2016. And let me give you the intro on our characters. Who was Manmeet? Who was Manmeet Ali Sher? Manmeet Ali Sher was a very talented young man. He drove a bus in Australia, city of Brisbane. Why he was talented? He was a very well-known artist. He was a singer for Punjabi community. He sang a song in Punjabi which people really liked. Now, he was on the start of his career and started to make a name for himself. He also acted in a few short movies, and I'll put a link down there, and you guys can check it out. Now, let me introduce you to our second character, Anthony Mark Edward O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue was a former accountant, and he holds 2 corresponding degrees from a good university. But he had mental illness now, and it has been around for years. The psychiatrists believe that there's conspiracy theories against him to ruin his life. Specifically, unions, government, and police are trying to chase against him and try to ruin his life. Now, the sickness was so bad that 5 years ago, he was at the police station and holding a box cutter and a hammer. He had told police that he needs to be locked up, otherwise he wants to hurt someone. Now, his illness was so bad that his mental illness was around for years, and his treatment was not consistent. So his delusions are getting worse now. Now, October 28, 2016, Donoghue takes the bus from nearby his apartment in Maruka. He enters the bus and see that driver smiled at him. And when he smiled at him, he thought it's a part of a conspiracy. He thought that that the bus driver was involved as well. At that time, he's carrying a bag. Bag was a jar filled of acid and explosives. He takes a cigarette lighter, he lights that bomb and throws it at Manmeet Ali Sher. Manmeet Ali Sher was on fire right away, and some sort of acid also exploded right away, because that's the kind of acid that comes into contact with air, it explodes right away. So Manmeet was in fire already. A driver part of the bus was in flames all over. It was so bad that the passengers nearby, they wanted to help, but they couldn't help because of the fumes and the fire was so high. There was nearby taxi driver what the name is Ayuk Nayok. He was passing by the bus and he saw the fire. So he tried to kick open the back door of the bus so he can open the door and free the passengers who were stuck inside. Ayuk said the fire was so intense. So it was so intense, he could not go inside. The fumes were so bad, and the fire was touching the ceiling of the bus. So he could not go inside. So he tried to free the trapped passengers from the back door. It was a miracle that whole bus did not get burned. and didn't catch the fire and did not kill the rest of the passengers. There was a nearby bakery owner. His name is Esther Benbrew. He gave his fire extinguisher to one of the persons so they can help battle the fire. Finally, after all the passengers or the nearby people, they did what they could do, then police arrives, including the fire departments. They extinguished the fire, but it took a while for them to extinguish the fire because fire was so bad. So once they were done, they helped take out Manmeet Alisher from there and rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately, he has died already. Now here's a fact for the story. It's clearly that Danhu was not getting enough treatment, as he has told the police and the doctors that he needed help and he wanted to hurt someone. So why it was not taken seriously and he was let out in the streets? Why is that? Second surprising fact of the story. He had murdered someone in public, and he had attempted to murder the passengers that were in the bus. For all that, he only got 10 years of imprisonment. Now at last, a summary and a question. What do you guys think? Was this punishment enough for this person? Would you want this person roam around freely around the society and around our kids? Was this punishment enough for him? Please leave your comments and let me know what you guys think. And this is Josh signing out. I'll be back with another story soon. Please like and subscribe.